What is going on, everyone? Tenha here. We had been waiting for this character for a long time, and Kuki Shinobu is finally here in Genshin Impact. We're gonna talk about her overall performance. We're going to compare her with other existing characters. We're gonna talk about her skills, what weapon we should use, what artifact we should use, and lastly, we will also go through her constellation, so stay tuned. And here is our Kuki Shinobu. She looks absolutely gorgeous, and that third hit is absolutely fire. That throwing kunai thing reminds me of Akali from League of Legends. And then, let's talk about what weapon you should use. First of all, I need to mention that Kuki Shinobu's Ascension stat is HP, you get 24%. And for the weapons, we are right now using Jade Cutter. And R5, just because. I'll explain to you why after this. We are right now using Emblem Set, which is good for her Q damage, right? We are trying to make her do damage because we already have electro characters that does off-field damage. There's Beidou and there's Fischl. So we're hoping that her Q damage is going to be awesome. But to be honest, if she doesn't do enough damage with her Q, Fate said it's not going to be for her. We're going to get back to artifacts after talking about skills. So, her normal attacks is just normal. Her multiplier is 70%, 64. It's not, okay? Let's move on to the next skill. Her E. This is the core skill, I would say. When you use her E, the Electro Ring is going to rotate around her. And the active characters, just kind of like Chi-Chi-E. And it does electro damage every 1.5 seconds and restores HP for active characters within the ring's AoE based on Kuki Shinobu's max HP. So I guess this is co-op, I guess? And here's the thing. The HP consumption from this using skill can only bring her to 20% HP. When you use her E, you lose 30% of the current HP. So, it's not gonna kill her. Like it says in the talent here, the HP consumption from using the skill can only bring her to 20%. So, you don't have to worry about dying from using the skill. And her skill damage is 106%, which is not really good because, as you can see, she is HP scaling. Well, for the healing. And the damage is from the attack, which is quite weird in my eyes. Let's move on to the next skill. And her Q. Dealing continuous electro damage to opponents within its AoE based on Shinobu's max HP. So again, HP scaling for her Q damage. Her E is based on her attack, whereas her Q damage is based on max HP. So I think that is really weird. However, her core value is coming from her healing. So you'd probably want to build her with HP, okay? And then, here is the thing. Duration 2 seconds, 3.5 seconds. It is, if Shinobu's HP is less than or equal to 50% when this skill is used, the field will last longer. So, if your HP is higher than 50%, you'll be doing 37.9% max HP in 2 seconds. But if you use that when your HP is below 50%, you're basically doing almost double. Not so much double, but close to double, right? 64.9%. Can we make this to 69%? Yes. You know what? Just for the meme, let's do this. Why not? Why not? I accidentally leveled her Q to 7, so hey, let's make this to a level 8. Okay, so you'll see the reason why I'm kind of memeing with this character. Anyways, her passive. When Shinobu's HP is not higher than 50%, her healing bonus is increased by 15%. And then the next one, her E will be boosted based on Shinobu's Elemental Mastery. Okay, this is where I thought she would be amazing because, like I said, for Ayato video, I mentioned that when you're using Ayato in a taser team, you're gonna be lacking healers, and Shinobu, I think, would be a very fitting character for Ayato. And here's the last passive. Gains 25... You know what? Mihoyo, why are you adding this? Can you give her something better than this? Just at least, like, let her mark the Inazuma specialty on the map or something. That's gonna be probably better, right? So, now that we have went over talents, now let's talk about artifacts again. What should we use on Kuki Shinobu? I would say that if she does enough damage, then we can probably use something that gives her electro damage bonus and HP, perhaps. So, 2-piece tenacity set, 2-piece electro. We could also use noblesse because it seems like we want to use her E, Q, swap out, and do something else, right? Even within a taser team, you wouldn't want to have Kuki out in the field. You would want to have either Ayato or you'd probably want to have Sucrose out in the field. And I would say best in slot artifact for Kuki Shinobu, if that is the case, like using her as a support, would be Tenacity Set. Tenacity Set not only give her 20% HP, but also allows her to buff other teammates. So that's the way to go. But for now, we want to find out if she can do damage by giving her all those nice stuff, right? So her crit rate, critical damage is quite high. 94% critical rate with a 200% 10% critical damage. And we have 120% energy charge, 46% electro damage bonus, What? Did she just take her mask off? But did you guys see in the demo that she didn't want to be noticed? That's why she's wearing a mask. But why did she dye her hair green? And why is she not Dendro?
I wear a mask because I don't want to be recognized by anybody.
Okay, so because we want to do damage, that's why I have Kazuha and Kujosara, because Kujosara C6 gives you 60% extra critical damage. So that's why I'm using Kujosara, and I'm hoping that Kuki Shinobu is going to be relevant in this team. And one more thing I wanted to make sure is that is it better for us to go for Elemental Mastery Sands or HP Percentage Sands? Currently, I am using Elemental Mastery Sands. That's why we have 228 Elemental Mastery. Okay, first of all, Alright, dude. Alright, dude. That does not look good at all. Her damage, even with R5 Jade Cutter. Alright. 0.1k each tick. And with HP Sands, you get 6.3k each tick. There's not much of a difference in healing. If you were to go for damage, it'll be better for you to go for HP Sands. I would say that damage-wise, this is not good at all. Because, first of all, her skill kit is suggesting that we are going to be using her off-field, right? We use E, and if you can use Q, we use Q. And she's going to be healing, okay? And then the amount of healing that she was doing was not that high as well. If we wanted to build her as a better healer, we would probably want to go for HP healing bonus, which would make her do no damage at all. But whether if you build her as a DPS or not, she does no damage anyways. So now that we know that she does no damage, let's talk about weapon again. Jade Cutter, does it work? Yes, you have critical rate. If you were to build her like a DPS, then yes, Jade Cutter is going to be okay, but you're probably going to have R1. And that's going to give you 20% HP. That doesn't affect her so much. So I would say that you can either use Freedom Sword. It gives you Elemental Mastery. It also helps you buff your party members. So yes, you can use Freedom Sword. Skyward Blade, it gives you energy recharge. Okay, so because Kuki Shinobu doesn't do enough damage, even with the best in-slot weapon for her to do damage, I would say that Favonia's sword is going to make her more useful than when you use her as a DPS. The reason why Favonia's weapons are good is because they give the character ability to help other party members to get energy. So I would highly recommend you to use Favonia's sword. Because this video is about Kuki Shinobu, I'm not going to go ahead and build her with a Tenha set and show you how it's like to buff other characters. Her C1. Her Q's AoE is increased by 50%. So for comparison, why don't I just activate this and use her Q? Alright, look at this. Alright, that is quite large. I would say her Constellation is actually okay. Here is C2. Her E's duration is increased by 3 seconds. Yeah, it would do 1 tick of no damage and then it would heal 2 more times. And C3 increases the level of her E. So from 4.2% max HP plus 457 to 5.1% max HP plus 587. So this is her C4. When the normal, charged, or plunging attacks of the character affected by Shinobu's E hits opponents, a Thundergrass mark will land on the opponent's position and deal AoE electro damage based on 9.7% of Shinobu's max HP. This is actually quite nice because this is not just for Shinobu, but for the active character. And this effect can occur every 5 seconds. I would say that in order for you to use Shinobu really well, you would need C4. Let's do that. And then C5. So from 5.8%, 40%, 69%. I don't want to ruin this, but it is what it is. So from 69%, what is it going to be? 82%. And C6. When Kuki Shinobu takes lethal damage, this instance, oh my god. Hutao C6. How dare you, MiHoYo, to add this in Genshin Impact for 4-star characters. Anyway, so she will not die even if she takes the lethal damage. This effect will automatically trigger when her HP reaches 1 and will trigger once every 60 seconds. That is exactly like Hutao's C6. When Shinobu's HP drops below 25%, she will gain 150 Elemental Mastery for 15 seconds, and this effect will trigger every 160 seconds. Okay. Alright, so she gets a free 150 EM, right? When her HP is below 25%. Okay, dude. You want me to use her like Hu Tao? Okay. Do you guys see this special effect? It actually looks kind of cool. And it does 7k damage. I like that. I like that. But I just like it, okay? That doesn't mean it's good. I just like it. Anyways, I would say that her C4 is quite crucial for the team. So, let me go ahead and suggest you the team. When you're thinking about using Ayato, this is probably what you would have for Taser team. And if this is the case, in this team, we have no healer. That's why I said if we get Electro Healer, then we are going to perfect Ayato's Taser team. And we have seen that Kuki Shinobu does not generate a lot of energy. That is why we want to replace Beidou with Kuki Shinobu. Use this, official E. Do this. One more team you can probably think of is the Sucrose team. Because you don't want to have Kuki Shinobu out in the field so much, we would want to use Sucrose, Xingqiu. You can also have Yellen. So from the first team I showed you, nothing much has changed to this team. We just moved on from Ayato as an on-field character to Sucrose. And then we have replaced Ayato with Xingqiu, where he does hybrid application. And we have Fischl Kuki for electro application. And this is exactly what you would want to do. But to be honest, overall, my point is that Kuki Shinobu is pretty bad. But I'm just glad that Ayato has a Taser team available now. Please let me know in the comment section what you think about her. I do like her design. And look at that. I didn't think that we could see her bare face like that. Oh my god. She is cute. She is very cute. If I find a better way to use Kuki Shinobu, I would make another video, but let me know in the comment section what you think about her and how you're using her, okay? If you have reached this part of the video, might as well leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.